All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Max and Howard Drink Beer. I am Max.
And I am Howard.
Howard, we're doing something different today.
We are. We have Angie. She's still here for some reason.
I'm sorry.
Alex is falling asleep in the corner there because,
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Except if you're Alex and he's in the corner.
And he's kind of a baby.
Oh.
Aww.
That's coming from the missus.
I see what you did there.
Thank you.
So what do we got? We got beer.
We do.
Stuff.
Max and I stumbled across a beer out of Iceland, the Einstock beers, and we did all the beers that Max likes, and I'm not so much into. We did the wee heavy. I'm not a wee heavy. No, I'm not a Scotch ale guy. We did the white ale, and I'm not a white ale guy. But you want to know what? The white ale was good. The Scotch ale wasn't bad. And so now we're starting to get into what Max doesn't really like. So what we have here is
I don't like coffee.
How do you not like coffee?
Because I don't like coffee.
I live on coffee.
I go, what's the...
I just wonder if you've never had it made properly.
I'm going to tell you this. Okay, why don't you go take, a baked bean and strain it over water and tell me how disgusting that is, too. Because that's exactly what you're drinking.
I hate baked beans.
It's a bean
water.
You're
It is bean water.
Coffee has to be roasted properly, brewed coffee. There's temperatures and darknesses and bitters and sweets.
But instead we're drinking beer, which is kind of the same thing, but completely different.
Yeah, so why would you ruin beer with coffee?
Because there's coffee that tastes really good
That
with
is
beer.
an upper and a downer all at once. You might as well just exist in the world.
My favorite beer is Fuel Cafe.
Wow.
Sadie Pup, are you back for another episode?
You know what?
Of Max and Howard
I didn't
Drink
know
Beer?
that about you.
Oh, I love Fuel Cafe.
Fuel Cafe? I don't know if I had that one.
Oh, it's so good.
Fuel
I'm pretty sure
Cafe.
it's by Left Hand Brewery, too.
I think it's by Lakefront.
Oh, yeah, no, it might be Lakefront.
Yeah. That's good to know.
So good.
That's a stout?
Mm-hmm.
That's a stout.
But it's not heavy.
So I'm more of a porter guy. I like a little bitterness.
I know a porter guy. His name is Steve.
Steve Porter.
Yeah.
There's a name drop.
I think
the photographer at the Galici wedding.
Yeah.
To kind of give you an idea.
He was judged slightly because he wore a Packer jersey.
By everybody except us, so who cares?
Yeah, because the bride said that they couldn't watch the football game on the TV.
Like my grandma always says.
Even though we had it at the head table.
That was classic. That was a classic story, and I think the person that'd be most amused by that is Tim himself. Timmy was giving his speech.
30-some minutes long.
And it's about was it that short? Do you think 30 minutes?
It was timed at 19-some minutes.
That was that's awesome. It got so bad that I don't know if it was Morgan or Dustin. I think it was Dustin. Whipped out the phone. He had the Packer game on, and you could see the 3 or 4 of us were in the corner. We're watching the game while Timmy's going off. We're like, he's about to score. He's about to score. We were on the corner, and they all look at us while they're going at Timmy, and there's like 2 splits. People watching Timmy in disbelief, and people watching us watching the game.
I mean, he only hushed everybody like 4 times.
That's
especially the one where, excuse me, I'm talking here. It's like, oh my god.
That was funny.
He made everybody stand up at one point. They're all looking at him like, what the fuck?
We just want to watch the Packers.
And, yeah, he tried to make up for Steve's, who screwed up a Simpsons joke.
Oh.
Yeah, that was... You definitely had 2 great speeches at that wedding. But yeah, hey, here's to Steve Porter. We'll drink this first porter in your name. Here we go. Oh boy, Max is making a face already.
It says coffee right on the can.
Delicious. If you're not going to drink it, I will.
I'm gonna sip it and I'm just gonna slide it to you.
Okay.
That's why I cracked it.
That's fine.
You want to know what? I've had Baltic porters before. They're very, very bitter. They're bitter. They're bitter beers. This is closer to coffee than Baltic. So
It looks
this
nice
is weird.
and dark.
He says it's weird.
You don't like it?
No.
Too much?
Bueno.
I'm out.
Okay.
It tastes like
Ooh,
somebody.
it smells like coffee.
Yeah. I'm
It
into this.
tastes like somebody pissed into a pot of coffee.
Uh,
Added a little spritz of seltzer, and we're gonna call this a beer.
I'm into it. What can I say?
Yeah.
That is...
Oh.
That is delicious. That reminds me of a more smoky version of the Fuel Cafe, but it's got a little bit more bitter to it than Fuel Cafe has a sweet aftertaste. This has a more like dry aftertaste.
That's what I like about porters. They're a little bit more dry than the stouts. Stouts are sweeter, they're thicker, so I like porters a whole lot. So,
and that is really nice.
There's Max, and
I don't like coffee.
Yeah. Which, that's okay. That's the beauty of the show, I think.
Einstock Oldger.
Yeah, it's an Icelandic beer.
That is
delicious. Stick that in your Untapped. We'll have some fun with that. The only app that does not listen to everything that you say.
Yeah, that's still impressive. They're still not listening to us. I wish they would. I can check again and see if they've updated since we last spoke of them, but I severely doubt it.
I was gonna say,
who pays attention to us? Only the people in the room.
Pretty much, yeah.
With our, ginormous studio audience we have again this week.
Alex finally liked us on Facebook.
It's more than we had last time.
Which is cool.
I think it's the same.
It might be.
Because I think Sam is paying less attention than Fletcher was.
Yeah.
This is true.
Well, yeah, Fletcher was a little out of it that night, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he had a rough...
Yeah, the Arnold Palmer, right, yeah. A little, what do they call it, a sugar rush?
Sugar high.
Yeah, there you go, yep.
Or sugar low.
Yeah, probably he was probably crashing.
He was all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
I'll tell you how we're going to crash.
That's a good movie.
Right now. Angie has come in. She's got a list of questions. Things to ask your man. And, right now, we're her men. We're going to answer her questions. I got 2 men.
Well, technically 3.
Well.
And Sam.
Yeah.
I mean, and Alex, because, we were counting Granite originally.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Is it really a podcast with Alex in it if we're not making fun of Alex? Perfect.
Put the line on the wall.
All right,
we're putting a sign over there eventually.
Yeah, I'll get a sticky board.
Sometime in this decade.
Yeah, right after the theme song.
Yeah.
Da, da.
Yeah, that's how
Drinking
it goes.
Beer.
Okay, question 1.
If you had a pair of X-ray glasses, which part of the female body would you look at first?
Do you want to field that one first? Because mine's obvious. It's tits and ass. First.
First. What's the first thing you would look at?
First is tough.
First, I would probably say I want to know what kind of animal you are. I'm going belly button. Is it pierced? Is it an innie? Is it an outie? I gotta know.
Wow.
That changes a lot about a people.
Huh.
That is a great way to judge people. Belly button. What kind of animal are you?
That's interesting.
Were you trying to be rebellious? Oh, I pierced my ears. No, I gotta pierce something else. Oh, I didn't want to do my nipples.
Okay, so piercings are your how adventurous is she kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with Howard. I'd go for straight tits, ass, or front badge.
No, but
so the basic.
Not to be confused with the back vag.
Tits first.
Okay. Alex says he'd go for the titties. Max is all for the belly buttons.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Already broke Sam. Victory! First round knockout.
Damn it.
Ding,
Usually
ding.
I can get Sam first. Shit.
Yeah, I like some sexy
ankles. You're right. I'm the same way. I do like a good anus. Don't get me wrong. Listen.
I said ankles. Not anus. I said ankles.
Probably should wear my hearing aid more, but it makes me feel handicapped. I don't like to wear it.
You're already extra handicapped, Howard.
Well,
that's mostly mentally.
You do. Yeah, that's true. You do make a good point, though. I'm definitely that's probably a little too open right now. I'm definitely a belly guy, too, though. So that's a pretty good point.
I believe technically you're an ass man. You're definitely an ass man.
Hence, I like a good anus, so there's that.
People at the gun club used to go, "Hey, Howard, you're an ass man."
That's going to be part of the favorite jokes episode, but yeah.
There you go. There was one that I forgot from back in there.
Did that answer your first question?
Yes.
Okay, great.
What is the farthest you've ever gone on a first date?
I'll take that one. We'll get a little deep. I usually go pretty far on the first date with most of the girls I've been with. It's the same old story. drive around in the Ranger, pull her pants down, and and then with fingers mostly.
Right, semi-truck right up the ass.
Yeah. I don't get that far. Not on the first date. You gotta wait till like date number 3 for anus things. But
butt stuff.
Nice, dude. We gotta get that. We gotta get the soundboard. That was great.
That's gonna be the whole thing. It's gonna be the pop and then her saying butt stuff.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, but I can't think of one that I didn't do all of that with, and it was first date, and then no second date. But that's okay. That's the way it goes sometimes.
That's because apparently your finger game's not strong, or too strong.
I think not strong enough, but that's. Thanks for like twisting the knife.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Hey, you know me. That's what I'm here for, buddy. Make sure to kick you harder when you're down. Are you getting up yet? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Stay down there. I'm gonna kick you some more.
I'm certainly not gonna brag about my skills, because that would make me a braggart.
Bogart.
Braggart.
Okay.
Is that a word? Did you just make the word?
No.
He might have.
I don't think so.
Possibly.
Oh,
that's okay. So. What about you, Max? What's the farthest you've gone on your first date?
I got nothing. I have zero game to talk. Okay, first of all, I can't even explain to you out loud a first date I've ever had, because mine are all like, hey, we're hanging out. Oh, hey, we're hanging out. Oh, hey, we're hanging out. Oh, hey, we've been hanging out for like 3 months. Did we have our first date yet? Shit, now I'm married. Okay.
And
head nods means that's probably exactly what happened. Peanut gallery, points, thoughts.
How was your guys' first date?
How did that go?
You'd have to tell me when it was for me to tell you.
See?
See?
That's basically how my dating experience is. It's like, I don't have any memorable first dates.
See, so every aspect of it, we didn't have. I never had
we met at the rave.
Outright first date.
That's a whole other story. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Semi-truck.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
in the foam.
In the foam.
It was Foam Fest.
I've never been to the rave.
You're not missing much.
It was an event called Foam Fest.
It's not that great.
It's an event called Foam Fest, and you guys met at Foam Fest.
It smells like piss. There are rats. It's gonna be a fucking awesome time.
Yeah.
They're doing another Foam Fest?
I don't know.
Oh.
So it was nice and clean.
Have either of you ever been caught going at it solo? And if so, by who?
Let's. I can feel that one too. I actually have a couple of good stories.
You're going over there? I'm gonna go find a beer. I'll be right
back. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Should have got you one. You've heard all these, haven't you?
Probably. That's probably the one that you were telling at the bar.
I don't know if I got caught per se, but Howard Sr. definitely checks history, so that was always kind of an awkward conversation. I guess, it wasn't too bad, but, yeah, that was always fun. Got caught looking, not so much winking, but definitely looking at school. That was fun. At summer school, that was pretty great.
Good job.
I was able to talk my way out of that, too, which was cool. Made it seem to my parents like, yeah, they just wanted me to move to a gym. I'm too fat, or whatever I said, and, Did I ever tell you that story?
Which one?
The one where I got caught at summer school.
You went to summer school?
Yeah, I went to summer school. I loved summer school.
Did you learn anything?
Not to look at naked ladies on the computer.
The school computers.
Oh, see, that's before they had proxy servers.
Oh,
Before they learned how to, block all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. And I think they looked into it for... I think I started it, personally. I'd like to take all the credit for that.
You can have it all. It's all yours.
Thank you.
My dad invented it in the 90s.
Oh.
That's funny, and that's when I got caught.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's when I discovered I really like boobs.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are quality balls of fat.
Yeah. They're very high quality, yeah. What is it about the boob that's so appealing? I don't know.
I do believe that if you say it right, without nipples, tits would be pointless.
Well, in life in general.
There you go. That's the end of my boob jokes.
That's beautiful. Do you ever get caught?
I don't think so.
Well, since, Alex and I are brother and sister and we're all in the same room.
Oh, boy.
Alex is the reason I learned how to knock.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's
Gross.
awesome.
Gross.
I'm leaving.
I actually, I got walked in on by my grandma.
Oh, that sounds like a good story.
It was awkward. It was
Why?
so... Okay, so I used to be a stomach sleeper, and
Okay.
I was doing what I was doing while laying on my stomach, and she walked in while I was doing it. She comes, she sits on the edge of the bed while I'm, doing that, and
Masturbating.
the thing is
Okay.
still going as she's
Oh,
sitting down and
it's a whole
talking to
thing.
me.
That's awesome.
So I'm holding it as tight as I can in my hand so it doesn't make a sound. And my grandma's just like, yeah, so what do you want to do for dinner? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting here going, oh my God, just leave. Grandma, leave my bedroom now. Just leave.
That's awesome.
Just leave.
Well,
And I'm sitting here going, I'm just so happy it wasn't my grandpa.
that could have been interesting, too. They wouldn't even known what that was.
Oh,
They
no,
wouldn't even known what a vibrator was.
Probably not.
Yeah, there's her plug-in.
Yeah, they had to,
No, they just had hold on
they
shaking
had to do it
beds.
the old-fashioned way. Wow, this got really Howard Stern really fast. I'm really liking this
Yeah, it
direction.
did.
Okay, let's go. Let's do more.
By
By the way, all of our parents listening to this, so that's pretty thrilling.
Yeah.
They're gonna hear all of our sexual proclivities, and yes, anal is definitely a thing. So there's that.
There's some weird ones.
Okay.
Howard's like, okay.
Do you guys prefer doing it in the morning or at night?
I'm hardest in the morning. Thank you very much.
Okay.
So
See, there are people like that though.
It's definitely cheating in the morning.
Yeah.
oh, wait, why?
Morning wood.
What do you mean? Morning wood. Everybody gets it.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I don't get it. I don't get morning wood. That's not fair to me.
Dude, yeah, you do.
Do you get?
I do
You
not.
don't
Well,
get blood
that's-
flow to your clitty?
That sounds like Alex's fault then. That's not your fault. That's Alex's fault that you don't get morning wood.
It's in a podcast and we don't make fun of Alex. Look at it. Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, so you know what that makes? If you look at the timer there, it's about that time. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Probably should.
Beautiful.
And we're back. Wasn't that magical? In case you missed it, we're telling all of our parents all the things they've never wanted to hear.
Yeah.
And so, Mom, Howard's mom, hope you're listening. Hope you're enjoying all the stuff you didn't want to know about your kids. You're welcome.
But better yet, if Sam and Alex's mom is listening, I think that would be
Oh,
even
poor
better.
Vicky.
I don't think she would even know how.
I don't think she'd care. She'd be like, oh, that's disgusting.
You know what would be better about it is if we had Paul listening to it.
Oh, Paul.
Oh my god.
Oh, Paul.
Or Angie's grandma. That would be pretty funny, too.
Man.
I am so glad she's dead at this point.
Well, at least there's that.
So she's definitely listening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Howard Sr. would have definitely been disappointed in after-school pornography. That would have been an interesting conversation there.
I'm sure he was pre-screening for you and moving you to the better sites.
Well, yeah, probably. Anyway.
Have you ever hooked up with someone that you weren't supposed to?
Isn't that what Tinder is made for?
No.
To hook up with people that you're not supposed
Like,
to?
I guess it's meant to be like people that are off limits. Like,
Huh.
hey man,
What does that mean?
don't sleep with my sister. Don't sleep with your cousin. Don't sleep, you know? Like,
Oh yeah, I don't. That's not my. I'm no George. I'm no Eric Clapton over here. You know,
Yeah,
I
but
won't
you did
do,
learn how to clap a ton.
Wait, is it still? Oh, dude, it's so weird. It's still so weird. No, I'm not. I wouldn't even do that to Alex. I swear to God, I wouldn't do that to Alex. You know, you don't do that. That's not my style.
I ran interference before Sam for fucking Brad, and that
Fucking
did not
Brad.
end well for him. It ended well for me, and I didn't catch anything. So I mean, that's a victory.
It's the way it goes sometimes, but yeah, I don't know. That's not my style. It never has been. my style. I'll
Good.
mess around with anybody, but
No,
yeah,
the
but
gimlet?
Tinder girls, all about them. So there's that.
You like
What
the
about you?
You like the animosity?
The animosity, the anonymity.
Animosity. It's like the keeping it casual, like not knowing each other kind of thing. Animosity, like
I do like it.
it's random,
Casual.
like random sex.
Random sex.
Okay,
Sounds like a bad iCarly bit.
it does.
Animosity. Yeah. What about? Wait, hold on. What about you? Oh boy, there's lots of faces being made.
Yes.
Okay.
This is
Sounds like a story there.
This is clearly none of us have had enough to drink to have these conversations. Alex, go have 10 more beers.
If your sex can be described by a weather event or a natural disaster, what would it be?
What is the what's the when all the earth falls in? Is that landfill?
A crater?
It's wah, 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 wah.
Sinkhole?
Sinkhole, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say mudslide.
Yeah. No, it's not a mudslide.
Wait,
No,
That
no.
stuff.
I would say a pop-up shower. A nice, quick, to the point. Everything's left wet when we're done. All right, moving on. Nailed it.
Literally.
so your natural disaster is a pop-up shower.
Yep.
That's a
Except-
weather event.
Except for Sam. I take care of
Like,
Sam.
It's like fireworks. Ooh, ah.
I was like, wait, what are we talking
But for myself, yes, absolutely. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're done.
Perfect.
Mine would have to be a summertime rain because that shit just comes out of nowhere.
Is that true? Can you confirm over there?
Shit just comes out of nowhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Summertime rain. And Alex has got the summertime blues. That's a song. It's a song.
Is it by the Moody Blues?
It's by a lot of different people. I bet the Moody Blues did a cover, yeah.
Because
But they
it's
did.
blues, and they did everything blues.
Yeah. And they did a little bit moody.
And sometimes
How many of your ex's numbers are still in your phone?
green. That is a good question.
That was a good question.
Maybe one.
about? One for sure.
Let's see. Nope. Apparently, she is not in there anymore.
Yeah, I don't like to play games really, so I like to get them.
I have one. I have one X in my.
We're scrolling through.
Stop looking at the spider.
What spider?
Leave it alone.
There is no spider.
I have one X in my phone,
You are
and
the-
that is quite a thing for me because I used to have every single person ever in my phone.
Whoa.
I used to be real weird about phone numbers.
Must be some more.
Snapchats are different. You kind of want to
Yeah,
see. What
everyone's kind of there though.
Yeah,
Everyone's kind of there though.
at least there's that.
Yeah, I don't think I have any of them.
Oh, here's a good one.
Technically, I'm going to do this. I have one ex-girlfriend's phone number. I married her. She's now my wife.
There you go. There you
Wait.
go.
So
Wait a minute.
You're
What?
And you're one?
no. Yeah, that's what I said. I figured I did at some point, but oh well, whatever.
Okay.
No skin off my teeth.
I was gonna say legs, but
I have a lot of skin on my legs.
okay.
Unlike
There's
you.
no stain off my legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under the sheets, are you an Iron Man, the Hulk, Thor, or Captain America?
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
More like Ant-Man, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, right now I'm just little, but you know, when I want to be, I can be Giant Man.
The Hulk.
That's very
Pull
good.
them out.
Like
I'm-
like a baby's fist clutching an apple.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm gonna go with Thor because I absolutely have no understanding what's going on 90% of the time. But I
So
will
you
step
just
up.
you just Hulk smash.
I'll step up and put in a good fight. But wait, what am I doing? What? Huh? What's going on? Hey,
So
did that
there's
just
At
happen?
least that's good. You're getting nods, so that's probably true.
I try not
Does
to
that make you-
disappoint.
Does that make you Black Widow?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because she has
I
plans
actually
to
have
murder.
multiple Black Widow tattoos, so
So there is that.
The spider and ScarJo.
no,
So there's also that.
I don't have the ScarJo one.
Not
Straight,
yet.
just right on her ass.
Yep.
Ooh.
Just like the Roy Orbison tattoo.
That's the one you have?
No, I
Oh.
have zero.
I have a
linkage.
David Lee Roth tattoo on my ass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It says David Lee Roth.
Yeah, that's what it says. I don't have its like whole body. That'd be weird.
Really? Because
Yeah.
I pictured if anything you would have a tattoo, it'd be like almost like the Michael Jordan thing, but it'd be where he jumped up in the air doing the splits.
Honestly, that would now that we talk about this, that'd be an awesome lower back tattoo, wouldn't it? It's David Lee Roth doing the splits. Oh fuck! Yes.
Oh no.
I got him.
It went up my
Oh,
nose.
I got everybody.
Oh,
Yes.
That'd be awful. Can you imagine it?
I can, yeah.
Go to find
I
somebody.
might do that. I might do that now.
Get a tramp
You
stamp.
might as well jump.
Oh.
There's more.
Oh, there's a lot more, but we can stop with the weird questions if that's okay. If
Are you getting uncomfortable?
No, I don't get uncomfortable.
I don't either.
I might, but I have a comfy chair, so I'm
Where
here for
is
the long
that?
haul.
Where's that? We
Have
got
you
time for
ever
one more.
taken naked pictures of yourself and
Yes.
sent them to the wrong person?
That's a good start.
Howard got catfished.
Oh,
We did a whole episode on
oh
it,
we
no.
That was pretty good.
and we're still waiting to get them from the guy.
Yeah. Oh, you remember? It sounds like, oh yeah.
Yeah, what was that? Catfish Steve.
Why is it always Steve?
Because
That's-
I named
that's what
him.
he
I
named him.
named my catfish.
Okay.
He was some dude out of Asia,
Oh, that's why.
and I sent him pictures of, me stroking my cock or I'm spanking myself, if I'm not mistaken. I think I sent those. No, I didn't send those
Like
to you.
spanking your butt?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, his
She
monkey.
asked.
Well, no.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
Like, are you spanking it or are you
Yeah,
spanking it?
Weird.
Like,
It was like weird like that. Just like, I don't know. It was fucking dumb.
Well,
It was like,
some
I'm going to
guys
show
are
these to
incest.
everybody. I'm like, or
have
what?
fun.
I'll give you $50. You got me. And he's like, $15,000. Dude, get real. I've never seen $15,000 in my life.
I'd have been like, oh no, someone's gonna see my wiener. Whatever will I do?
Or they see me spank my ass. What? Of all the things you could have had me do. And she was pretty decent looking. But she's one of those girls, too. She had one of those profiles like, what are you doing talking to me?
Right?
So you're already like...
Sure,
this
you'd
is
be on the
weird.
edge about that one.
So...
That's how I felt about that guy. I thought
I
I was being
have-
set up.
I have been dating Sam for
I'm still
forever.
waiting for
Why?
the punchline.
'Cause-
So
Because
technology
he's pretty.
didn't evolve.
I'm still waiting for the haha, got you. I'm just kidding.
But you don't realize that I'm deep down an idiot on the inside and out.
I already know you're an idiot.
Deep down, no.
I'm marrying
that's
you
on the
because of your
surface.
family.
It's not deep down.
Have
that's
you
for
met
sure.
your sister and your mother?
Hey, I've met your sister
I just don't apply.
It's Millie.
a couple times.
Ew.
Wow, is that getting awkward? Hey, Mom, we do that stuff. No grandkids. Sorry.
Sex happens.
What
My
was the
bad.
question again?
Huh?
What was the question again?
If you were a soup, how far did you dip your balls into it?
If you could be
All
soup,
the
what kind of
way.
soup would you be?
But wait, if you were the soup, why would you have balls to dip into yourself?
What do you mean? Because you're matzo ball soup.
Lots of ball soup.
Okay.
You could be a meatball soup,
I mean,
you
if it's
know.
Howard, it's probably
Come on, get your head out of the gutter and into the
Nice.
soup bowl.
No, but
That was
seriously,
pretty good.
if you guys could be soup, what kind of soup would you be? Like, are you chili? Are you
no,
chicken
I'm
noodle?
fine. Everybody's wearing sweatshirts, and I'm cool. This is good.
He's ventilating.
Yeah, this is good. I'm not chilly at all.
I'm for sure cheesy broccoli soup. 'Cause I'm cheesy
You'd be
all
cheesy
day.
broccoli?
Like extra cheese broccoli.
No, you
Howard
gotta
would be beer cheese.
you gotta remove the
I like
cheese.
that.
Yeah.
You gotta remove
She's
the
just the
broccoli.
broccoli.
No, you gotta remove the broccoli completely
She's the
from
beef broth.
She's just the cheese.
Okay. I'm just the cheese.
Yeah. Well, if I'm just the cheese, Howard is still the beer cheese.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take beer cheese.
Yeah, and
There's
that's why you guys
actually a
should
really
not be
good
allowed
beer
to hang
cheddar soup.
together.
Beer cheddar soup.
Yeah, it's actually really. I have a recipe for it. It's really good.
Ooh. That's good to know.
I would be chicken wild rice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
How come?
Have you met me?
No.
What's up?
You're
What's up,
wild.
Howard?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
What are you doing later?
You? No, I'm kidding.
I like where this is going. We might have a whole bunch of new answers by the end of this TV show.
We're gonna have to re-go over the questions.
I'm okay with that. Now what?
No.
Max,
What?
kind of soup would you be?
I don't like soup. Soup is not a meal.
You
Soup is
do
not a
like
meal.
soup,
It's
though.
an appetizer.
You like the potato. Ham
Oh,
potato soup.
are you a loaded baked potato soup?
No, because I'm hardly ever loaded. Probably some type of chunky soup, because I am chunky myself.
So you're a potato soup?
No, I'm
With
definitely
cheese?
not a potato soup.
How come?
What do you mean?
I don't know what all of these like.
Dude, am I starchy?
These two.
Kind of.
I used to ask everybody that. The joke came from middle school. That's how old the joke was, of asking people what kind of soup they would be. And Morgan was the one who would tell it. So everybody think of Morgan, what you know.
Okay.
And now think of little Morgan back, in 7th grade, being, what kind of soup would you be? I'd be tomato soup, because
Oh,
everybody
no.
loves tomato soup with
Ew.
grilled cheese.
No.
I'll be your grilled cheese. And it's like, Morgan.
I like that.
And you gotta
That's really
imagine. So I was this height. I haven't grown since
Yeah, that's-
5th grade.
good. I see that.
Morgan was almost a foot shorter than me. So at that point, he was just the super quiet, awkward, smart kid that was just fucking hilarious. And nobody knew him that he was hilarious because he didn't talk for a while.
And no one probably paid attention to him.
And now you looked at him when he started talking. We'd had group projects, and we would always have to team up in groups of 2. So my partner would be Morgan, Morgan's partner would be Mike, and his partner would be me.
Right.
So we were always a group of 3.
Yeah.
And my teacher just looked at us and goes, "Yeah, go ahead."
Whatever.
So every aspect of that, but he would always do stuff like that, just the super awkward, corny pickup lines, and girls would just be, "You're so cute, Morgan." It's like, why does this never work?
You know what? And that's cool too. You complimented each other well, So you brought him out of his shell, and he brought you. I don't know. Donuts?
It was mostly Mike.
Okay.
Mike Iwinski was a crazy person.
What really sucks is when men go out, they don't realize that their best wingman would totally be a woman.
Be
Is it
Sam.
It would be a woman.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many times I've gone out to the bar with my guy friends, and they all leave with a girl.
They do.
Yeah, they have to drive Angie home.
Howard's
Oh.
like, please tell me.
No, they don't
Yeah.
have to drive you.
She went in the car with them and then left with somebody else, and she's like, "Great, now I'm here."
No, all
Girl.
I gotta do is be like, "Hey, my friend over there really thinks you're hot," and then they're like, "Oh my god, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and then they're just gone.
Huh.
They're just gone.
That's what?
That's funny because I used to do the Scrubs version of wingmanning. It'd be like, "Hey, have you met my friend Howard?" And then walk away.
I used to do that too.
And everybody, wait, what?
I'd be like, "Hey, have you met Dan?" Bye.
Hey, girls are gross though. They're gonna have cooties.
No, you're saying it wrong. It's called a coochie.
Oh, I thought they said cootie.
No,
Okay.
yeah, no.
You guys talked about the beer yet?
What beer?
Oh, that was at the beginning.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about
Did
it.
you talk about the beer?
I didn't have the beer.
Yeah, I didn't.
What
have
are
the
you
beer either.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking this Social Club seltzer. It's the citrus gimlet one.
Is it good?
How is it?
Eh,
It's all right.
the other 2 are better.
Okay, that's good to know. What were you saying back there, Peanut Gallery?
So me and Angie both went to the bar one night to catch up, and we both thought the waiter that we had was really cute.
Waitress. It was a girl. We were hitting on a waitress.
No, you shouldn't have corrected him. Let him go.
Whatever. And I asked Angie, I'm like, "So should I leave my number?" And she goes, "Sure, why not? If you don't, I will." So I said, "Call me," and put my number, and then she decided to grab the paper and say, "Or me," and put her number underneath.
And of course, she called Angie because she's way
She
better looking
totally
than you.
texted me. I just didn't tell him about it.
3 months later, we went back there and had her again, and we happened to.
Oh, and you had her
She
again.
It
thought
was
we
some of
were
the
a bunch
best sex of
swingers
your
and
life.
wanted to bring her home. She had no idea what was going on, whether it was a joke or being serious.
I still never told him about it.
Wait, what are you telling us?
Do you remember her name?
No.
Oh, she remembers everything about her. Was she
Remembers
good?
the measurements.
She was delicious.
Her
Perfect.
her third nipple.
I like the way this went. This went in a really nice direction. She had a third nipple?
Do
Where
not
was it?
tell me you still have her number. I'm going to throw something at you.
I don't, but I have her on Facebook.
That's
I've
fantastic.
talked to her multiple different times.
And they wonder why they call you a man whore.
Wait, they called you a man whore?
No, Captain Save-A-Ho.
Yeah, he is Captain Save-A-Ho.
Girl,
He
she's
tried
game.
saying I was one of the hoes he was saving.
Did he have his cape on?
No, but he almost got slapped. Because
Almost? You
at
should-
no point in my life was I ever very slutty. Ever.
You should probably slap him. I hear he likes it. Howard can show you pictures of how to properly spank. He has them, I heard.
Those are long gone. I am disgusting.
You just keep getting more and more interesting, Howard.
I am disgusting. I delete all of the nudes, actually. I gotta delete a whole bunch, to be honest with you. I've been taking some for OnlyFans. Whatever. They pay $100. Who cares?
Nice.
Yeah, I think so.
It's only stupid if it doesn't work.
That's correct. And
It's only stupid if it doesn't pay.
that's also correct.
Or if Alex says it.
That's a
Yeah.
good way to wrap up, don't you think?
So guys, the beer. Tell me about it. What do you think? What do you love? What do you hate?
I like
Um,
it.
Who do you love?
I almost want to eat it with, like, chocolate cake. Like, it feels like it's going to
Yeah.
pair with chocolate cake
Yeah.
really well, or like a brownie.
I've had a couple of Baltic porters, and they're always really like bitter. And are they bitter? They're earthy. They're very
Mellow.
earthy in that way.
Would you say they're earthy?
Thank you. Yeah,
Very
that's what I
earthy.
was saying. I was trying to like put more words into it, but I think they were all foreign beers, and that's why they were so.
It's
they,
a rustic,
tasted
dry,
international.
bitter.
Some might say
Thank you.
earthy.
Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome.
Hey, if we don't beat the dead horse, who's going to?
Yeah, but
The only
this,
thing is I see that it says, like, dark chocolate and all this other stuff. I don't get the toffee.
well, you never do.
I get the toasted and the chocolate and the dark.
No,
Dark
that's,
chocolate.
That's because toffee is just toasted coffee, and you get the toasted and the coffee.
No.
Sometimes you gotta grow up. If it says hazelnut brownie, you gotta. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna taste like a brownie.
You're just
Or
gonna taste
hazelnut.
the hazelnut.
You just
no,
taste the
you're just
hazelnut.
gonna end up tasting the hazelnut
And
at
it's
that point.
awesome. And that was an awesome beer,
Awesome.
the hazelnut brownie.
He went
Ugh.
full New York.
New York.
Maybe
know.
Boston.
Yeah.
Boston.
So
Awesome.
this is my favorite one so far. I'll tell you that.
Favorite one so far. So that, on the Howard scale, we'll put it at like a 2.5. Because nothing goes higher than 3.
We're close.
How do you guys rate
4.5.
your stuff?
I used to rank them like really, really. In my defense, though, we did a lot of Breckenridge
Is it
beers
like
first.
1 to 5?
It's 1 to
Yeah,
5.
1 to 5.
Oh, okay,
With pointage in between of the 25 variety.
All right.
gotcha.
And you can go as low as 0.25 if you're getting lower. It's unranked.
Whoa! Ma'am.
I thought you had an untapped.
Huh?
I thought you
Ma'am.
had an untapped. That's
I
how we
did.
base it off.
It was
of.
very brief. I had no one to do Untapped with.
Well, join us on Untapped.
Absolutely.
Follow us. You can recommend beers. We'll include you in every beer we drink because I include Howard in every beer that,
I would sure hope so.
you know.
This is kind of beer with Max and Howard.
No, I mean, if I, on a Tuesday, if I'm sitting at home in my basement drinking a beer and I put it in there,
And if you remember it.
yeah, and if I remember it and haven't had it like 300 times.
All right.
Because if I put in, Heineken
Heineken.
or Berry Weiss or,
Ooh, I
any
love
of
a good Berry Weiss.
any of those that I drink fairly often, I feel like I don't need to tell you that I'm drinking this beer again.
That does make
Surprise!
sense. Surprise. Yeah. All right. Any last thoughts?
It takes a pretty big dog to weigh a ton.
That's a great way to wrap up.
Thank you, Vern. So, thank you everybody for listening to us, tolerating us, learning way too much about us today.
Absolutely.
So, if you have any questions, concerns,
Please don't
recommendations
call it
on what kind of doctors we should probably go see
out.
mentally,
Don't tell our parents.
they're already
Very
listening.
awesome.
Oh,
Very
So,
awesome.
have a good night. Be safe. Be careful. Don't get caught. If you do get caught, I hope I'm there with you.
Well, that was beautiful. Don't be silly, wrap your penis.
Don't be silly, wrap your willy.
Oh, that's how that goes?
Yes, don't be silly, wrap your willy.
Okay.
All right. So on that note, thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I am still Max.
And I am still Howard.
Cheers.